Spongy. Intractable.
Hi, we're the Fourth Wall. My name's Hillary. I play flute and sometimes accordion.
I'm Neil. I play the bass trombone and sometimes euphonium.
I'm Greg, and I play percussion, accordion, and sometimes toy piano.
We are a hybrid arts ensemble, which means we're musicians who also act and dance while we play. Our name comes from the theater term, the fourth wall. Imagine you're an audience member and you are watching a play and you see that wall over there and that wall over there and this wall back here, and then you're watching the stage action from that invisible fourth wall. We like to break the fourth wall, which means we like to go out into the audience, talk directly to them, sometimes bring the stage action out there, sometimes bring the audience up on stage with us, and try to be as interactive as possible.
We in the Fourth Wall like to think that we stretch the boundaries of instrumental performance by commissioning new interdisciplinary works and reinterpreting established works to make music that leaps off the stage. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is create a more integrated art form combining music, theater, dance, which is, for us, more interesting, but also more engaging with the audience, and ultimately having much more of a fluid dialogue between performers and audience members.
Our work mostly starts from the music itself. We'll take a piece of music that we're interested in arranging, or a piece that we've commissioned, and then explore from there what the possibilities are. Does it tell a story? Are there interesting musical concepts that we can bring out through choreography? What's going to bring the piece to life? Put it in a different light, make it an exciting experience for our audiences.
When we make a new piece and set it choreographically, there isn't necessarily a prescribed process to it. There's a lot of trial and error because none of this has been done before and we don't actually know what's possible. So often it'll start with someone having a crazy idea like, oh, is it possible to do this while we play this music? And we don't know, so we just try it out. A lot of trial and error, and while we're going through that process, we discover new possibilities and often find that the crazy idea that we didn't think would work is actually totally workable. And in fact, there's another version of it that's even more ridiculous that is also possible. So it's an open structure of creative involvement for all of us. We're all equally involved in the choreography, and it's sort of, one discovery after another, and we never know where it's going to go, which is pretty exciting. Well, we've been a group for the last 4 years, and in that time we've definitely pushed the envelope of what we can do, and we're still finding new boundaries to challenge. And I just see more development of the relationship between music, dance, theater, collaborating with more composers, collaborating with more performing artists, and discovering new ways of performing. And as far as a less self-interested mission for the group, we're definitely interested in being a part of a larger conversation of changing up what performers can do. A lot of instrumentalists are reluctant to speak to the audience, to move, be seen. There's sort of an assumption that classical musicians are to be heard and not seen. We think it's time to change that. We're not the only ones changing that, and we think that there's a really important movement towards interdisciplinary performance practices. So we're part of that conversation, and we're dedicated to training young musicians to think beyond the music on their page and really relate to other performing artists and their audiences.
Come a chameleon.